All right, so it's been about 6 months since I did any work on the backyard ramp, and it needs a little attention. So it was winter, it was wet, and we put the tarps over the transitions and I haven't skated it since. There's a bunch of branches and leaves and things like that. So I'm gonna make some changes to it. You know, I really like the long skate in the middle, but I want to make more of a mini ramp so that I can practice coping. So I went and got some flat cinder blocks so that I can level it and make it into a proper mini ramp. Eventually I'll be able to extend it a little bit and make it a little bit wider, and then add a few other things so that I can take full advantage of this area. I've got a lot of room that I can play with. I just need to be creative about where I place obstacles. It could be much worse. There's some water damage in the tall transition, but you know, it's not bad. I'm learning. This is one of those things that I think you have to build a lot of ramps to learn what works and what doesn't. People told me to keep the ramps off the ground and I didn't listen. This quarter over here on this side is bone dry. The one over here at the end, it was touching the ground, and there is some areas that the side panel is a little wet and probably a little damaged. But that's what the cinder blocks are for. So I'm going to dismantle the flat here and move things around and position them so that I can get it where I think it's going to make the most sense for expansion, and then get the cinder blocks out and level it and try to get them up on the cinder blocks. All right, so flat bottom is cleared. All those pallets, all those memories of the first few orders are gone. And I've got this really nice area that I can work with. So the plan is that I'm gonna get the 2/4 pipes and I'm gonna put them 8 feet apart. And I'm gonna make sure that I have that 8-foot plywood. I have some good plywood. Make sure that I have that 8-foot plywood that extends between the 2 quarter pipes. The lip of the quarter pipe, the bottom of the quarter pipe, has an overlap, so I'll be able to put that plywood in. So I'll need to cut those 2x4s a little shorter to take into account the little overlap, but I think this is going to work out really well. Now we just got to find where to put them. All right, so I think this is my angle. It is a jigsaw puzzle. So if I turn it this way, I'm gonna be hitting this tree, and I don't wanna do that. Here, I might not be able to go very far out. I can probably go maybe another 8 feet to get myself a good 12-foot wide mini. But the nice thing about this setup is from here, look at all this space I have behind me. So I can figure out a way to like add a little transition here just to keep me from getting on the tree, or maybe a little channel with a transition over here with a tree in the middle, and then come on over and I can do my little street course. Have my little box over here with just a big quarter pipe to catch me over at the end. I think this is going to be great. So next steps, I need to mark out where things are and move these quarter pipes off, get the cinder blocks out, level the cinder blocks where they are, and then put the quarter pipes back on. All right, I got 2 of the cinder blocks leveled, and that will be my key moving forward. I'm going to use those 2 as my control and lift or lower the dirt so that the other 5, 10, however many I've got, can stay level. All right, leveling takes a long time, but it's totally worth it. That next block is level, so I got 1 more to do, and then I'm going to try to move the quarter pipe onto the blocks. All right, the first quarter is on the blocks. Got to level off the flat and add the blocks to that area. All right, well, it's level. I think I need slightly taller cinder blocks. I'm not really sure what the best way to do this is, but I'm using so much dirt, I don't think it's gonna be super stable. So next time I go to the store, I'll probably just get a big cinder block, swap the little ones out. But it's level. All right, so I'm sure it's not perfect. I'm sure there are problems with it, but it is done for today. Only thing left to do is put the skates on and give it a try. All right, it works. This 4-foot side is a little high. I'm getting a lot more speed than I need. I think eventually I'm going to cut down this 4-foot side and make them all 3-foot. I think the 4-foot is way too much speed for the amount of transition I have. I think if I just had 4 feet on both sides, it would be different, but I'm going a little too fast for comfort with the width that I have. You know what I might do is I might do a when I extend it and I do 8 more feet, maybe I'll leave it 3 feet on this side, 3 feet on that side, and just have an extension on this side. That'd be kind of cool, and then I could always cut it down if I needed to. So I have a higher extension here, be able to drop in and do grinds over that way. I think that's gonna be fun. Anyway, this has been a great project. Seems like we're gonna be home for the foreseeable future, so it's good to have a little skate thing in my backyard. Definitely not something that I'm ready to invite people over and have a session, but for me, getting a little exercise while stuck at home during lunch, this is gonna be perfect. All right, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for further updates in the ramp building saga.